Before we begin the video, let's take a quick look at what a microservice is. Microservices is an architectural style where an application is built as a collection of small independent services. Each service can focus on a specific business capability and can be developed, deployed, and scaled independently. Microservices became popular as they offer several key benefits, and some of them include independent deployability, where features specific to a particular microservice can be deployed without affecting the entire system. Secondly, individual scalability, and that's what makes microservices extremely powerful in my view, that as microservices represent a specific business functionality, and indeed if that functionality requires heavy attention, the microservice that implements that specific business capability can be scaled independently without having to bring other microservices into the equation. It can be scaled on its own. Thirdly, it enables faster development, allowing teams to develop microservices in parallel. Now, in this video, I'll be looking at two different aspects. One is and why. If all these benefits are true, which is true in my view, in my experience, and microservices offer a lot of benefits. It's a very powerful concept. If that were to be true, should we apply microservices in all projects that we work on? Now, that is something that I'll be looking at in this video. Why do companies fail when they bring in microservices architecture into their IT landscape? And secondly, I'll be looking at scenarios where microservices are not suitable, when we should not be using microservices. That will be the focus of this video. Today we will understand why microservices often fail in large enterprises, and more importantly, when you should avoid using them. This is not about implementation mistakes, but about deeper architectural and organizational realities. Next slide, please. A common misconception is that microservices fail because of poor implementation or a lack of expertise, but that's a shallow explanation. A strong architectural answer focuses on systemic causes, not individual mistakes. So, in terms of reasons, the reason one is organizational readiness is missing. The first major reason is organizational readiness. Microservices require independent teams that own services end to end, but many enterprises still operate with separate dev, QA, release, and ops teams. This creates coordination overhead instead of autonomy. And centralized teams versus autonomous ownership. In many enterprises, the organization is still centralized, while microservices assume autonomous teams. Without alignment, teams depend on multiple groups, and the system becomes harder to evolve than even a monolith. Next slide, please. And the reason two, distributed systems complexity is underestimated. The second reason is underestimating distributed systems complexity. Microservices introduce network latency, retries, partial failures, distributed transactions, and observability challenges that don't exist in monoliths. So network calls change everything. Microservices turn simple in-process calls into network calls. This introduces timeouts, retries, cascading failures, and unpredictability. If observability and resilience are not built early, the system becomes fragile very quickly. Now, wrong service decomposition. The third reason is incorrect service splitting. Many teams split services based on technical layers instead of business capabilities, which leads to tight coupling and poor scalability. So business aligned services work better. Instead of technical splits like user service or database service, microservices should align with the business capabilities like account management, payments, and notifications. That ensures true independence and scalability. So in terms of why microservices fail, to summarize, microservices fail in large organizations for three reasons: organizational misalignment, underestimated distributed systems complexity, and incorrect service decomposition. Together, these create architectural friction and instability. Now, when not to use microservices, right? Now let's understand when microservices are not the right choice. This is equally important for system design, be it an interview or a real world architectural decision. These are very, very important. Now we are looking at scenario 1, small teams or early systems. Microservices should not be used for small teams or early stage systems. With 3 to 5 engineers, microservices slow down development. A modular monolith is more productive and allows faster iteration without distributed system overhead. And the second one is strong transactional consistency is needed depending on the business problem we are trying to solve. Microservices are not ideal when strong transactional consistency is required across domains such as banking ledger or financial reconciliation. In such cases, a monolith or tightly integrated system is simpler and safer than distributed transactions. Now, the scenario 3 is about low operational maturity. Microservices require strong operational maturity, including monitoring, logging, CI/CD pipelines should be in place, service discovery, and resilience patterns. Without these, microservices create more problems than they solve. Now, so the final takeaway is simple. Microservices are powerful, but not always the right choice. They do not form the right solution always. Choose them only when team size, system complexity, and operational maturity justify the added overhead. Otherwise, a modular monolith is often the better choice. That's my final take. Thank you so much for staying with me on this video.